What's up, everyone? Chris from Pick Dogs here with your live weekend morning show. We're showing up 24/7, 365, giving you guys tons and tons of free pick winners. Had a great day yesterday across the board. We had a great day on the drive-through yesterday as well. Had fun chatting with Brian and Rob. But now we got a whole slew of fantastic handicappers here, giving you guys free picks all day. We've got tons of baseball action. So why don't we just get right into it? We're going to bring in Wayne Scott. Wayne, excited for the fight today this afternoon, or actually, I should say this evening.
Man, am I? I cannot wait. Got a couple of my frat brothers coming in town, and we'll be getting together and watching that fight. So I'm excited to see them and excited. Been waiting on this fight for a long time, and I know a lot of the boxing fans have been, whether you casually watch it just when your favorite fighter fights, or whether you're somebody like me who watches everybody. This is one of them ones, so very excited for that, man. MLB card too, man. Loving this card today. Have a lot of bets in today, so definitely got my hiney out for the books to either kick it or kiss it.
I think that I might actually start using that. That's actually pretty good. But I'll tell you, you're a brave man for checking out this game today. What do you got for us on for the morning show?
Yes, sir. We got a little crapshoot going on between the Athletics and the Rockies, and the Rockies are at home. Yesterday, Athletics won yesterday, 8-5. They came out smoking, actually, out of the gate. But bullpen almost slipped out. Rockies tried to make a little comeback, and Rockies done hurt my heart twice this week. But I will say this. They're a team that still battles, whether the manager sucks, whether they're in and out of the game. I like the Rockies because they battle. Yeah, their record doesn't show it, but if you actually pay attention to the game, they're a battling team. They're also 6-4 in their last 10 against the Athletics. Athletics are 3-7 in their last 10 overall and 3-7 in their last 10 on the road. Rockies 5-5 in their last 10 and 4-6 in their last 10 at home. Throwing the pitching out the window. Both of these pitching staffs and pitchers are atrocious. I'm going with the home team at the mild favorite price, and the bats way stronger. Rockies batting way more consistent than Athletics recently and on the season. So I'm just going with the banking of the bats and the Rockies being at home, light favorite here with the Rockies here money line.
Yeah, this was a tough game for me to try to figure out because, like you said, the starting pitching changed late. I saw it was Chase Anderson. I did the video for this game yesterday. I saw it was originally Chase Anderson for the Rockies, and then it switched to Chris Flexen. And yeah, I think it was 2 years ago he's the most profitable pitcher in baseball, and then fell off the map last year. I don't know.
If you got a team to come back against and to come and play against and look good against, it'll be the Athletics, man. He has a good starting spot right here. I'll say that.
No, that's true. That's true. The A's have been dormant. I mean, you don't just fluke into what a 25-win season. I mean, you got to put some serious effort into to get to that point. But hey, you know what? I won't lie to you. I was looking at the under here, under 12. I don't love playing the over just because the game's at Coors Field. I kind of lived by that the last couple seasons, but especially with the Oakland A's coming to town, I don't trust this A's offense.
If I had to pick a total, Chris, I would definitely lean with the under with you there. To be honest with you, it's a tricky one. It's one where it looks like it should go over, but actually both of these pitchers haven't been pitching that bad. We know Flex is just coming back out there, but I expect him to do good against the Athletic. And Paul Blackburn, he's not as bad as maybe the numbers show. He's had a couple of good outings, so I can definitely see this one staying under.
Yeah, definitely. But we got Wayne here on the Colorado Rockies
on
the money.
I gotta make my boss mad real quick. No Nito Donaire. The odds are going on. Odds are going down a little bit. Money's coming on the other side. Take no Nito Donaire minus 155. The old legend, the 40-year-old GOAT. Like I said, when you get older in boxing, your legs may go away a little bit, but your power doesn't. One of the best left hooks in the game, and I'm riding with Donaire to be a 10-time world champ. Yeah, he's no Pacquiao, but Philippine legend, man. These guys know how to fight. Tough background, man. Riding with Nodito Donaire, so that's a little two-picker for you.
I wish you could see the green room right now. I think Mitch just lost his deposit on the hotel for what just got flown around the room at that point after he said Nonito Donaire. I think it's like a trigger word at this point. But he got the Colorado Rockies on the money line with a Nonito Donaire kicker on the money line as well. But Wayne, what do you got going on over at Pick Dogs Premium today?
As I stated, I have 6 MLB bets today. I have a 3-pack, and I have my best bet, and I also have a bet in the fight. So that'll be 7 bets all together today to get your best bang for that buck, man. You can check out that 3-day pass, 7-day pass, monthly pass, and Christmas in July is still going on, so you can get my yearly pass at a discounted rate. As you'll see, man, we got the best handicappers. And what I love about this place, we don't always agree. So if you want to throw me in there one of these times,
I'm telling you, man. He's got no chance.
Are you? Is this off of hate alone, or are you really like feeling
he's
like
50 years old, man? He's 50. I saw him at the weigh-in yesterday. He's like 50 years old. He looks like he's a guy that's been punched in the face.
Mitch, in a way, is like one of the guys. And when it comes to the smaller divisions, that people are crowning a pound for pound. At 37 years old, Nonito Donaire about beat this guy. The second fight, he got pounded. I'm not gonna lie.
They put him up against a guy who's a head shorter than him. He's still gonna lose. You could ask. I was at the weigh-in. Everyone was like cheering. I said, "This guy's gonna get knocked out," and like everybody looked at him, but nobody said he wasn't. That's for sure, man. All right, I'm gonna go. I'll give you your stage. I wasn't just gonna sit there.
No, you good. You good. Well, yeah, man, as I was last saying, man, long term is always the way to go. Definitely be trying to save some bucks. And as you'll see, plenty of fire handicappers on here you can pair me up with. So let's cash this weekend, man. Exciting weekend, exciting day. Sports is at an all-time high right now, and we'll continue once the football season heads back and we get a little college and everything starts ramping back up. We're very excited for this weekend, guys. Good luck on everybody's bets, and let's cash tonight.
I don't know how it took only 5 minutes and I've already lost control of everything. It kind of all just went out the window. But like Wayne said, this is a great time to hop on long term. Christmas in July, when we're running out of time to take advantage of it. It's the best value that you'll get on a yearly pass all year. And like Wayne said, he doesn't just cover baseball. It gets into the nitty gritty of the NBA, NFL, college football, college basketball. So tons of value. It's the best way to, like you said, get the most bang for your buck at maximum value and sort of stretch out your investment over the course of a year. But any long-term passive pick dogs is going to get you some great value with the amount of picks we're doling out and quality picks as well. So, but Wayne, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. Enjoy the fight tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow potentially.
Yes, sir. I will be on tomorrow. Appreciate you for having me, Chris. Have a good one, and take care, everybody.
Take care, Wayne. I have a feeling the fight's going to be a hot topic for everybody today. We got Wayne on the Rockies. To tell you, it was a tough game to cap, but did pretty good job breaking it down. Speaking of someone's going to be excited for the fight, someone's going to be at the fight tonight. We got a taste of what he thought about Nonito Donaire already, but we're bringing Mitch. Mitch, how's it going?
It's going good, Chris. How you doing?
I am doing okay. Yeah, I was going to say you excited for the fight tonight, but I think we already got you amped up a little bit talking about Nonito Donaire.
I love the big fights, and this one no different. This is going to be a good fight. There's a few other fights on the undercard, which after the weigh-in yesterday looked a little appealing, and Donaire is one of the 4 or 5 fights that they are taking bets on. So I have no problem betting on the other side of this thing. And it's like Nonito Donaire is so freaking good, man, and all that other stuff. Then why is he only, minus 140 or less against a guy who's really a full head shorter than him? Donaire looked like a guy that's been punched in the face for about 20 years.
Yeah, probably.
He was very grateful to all the audience that was cheering him on.
Well, the shoe probably fits. He hasn't probably been punched in the face.
It was a lot of men standing around in their underwear.
So I wasn't one of them. So it's just like the morning show.
It was like Terrence Crawford took his shirt off. I said, man, I said to Tony Brown, I said, he looks a little fat. Tony's like, what are you talking about, man?
The worst part is, well, it's not the worst part. The thing is, I can just imagine you saying that too. So.
I said to Tony Brown, I said, he looks a little fat to me, man. It's like Tony Brown said that if he could beat Spence if he was trained properly.
I'm telling you, just ask him if he's president of the Derek Lewis fan club today. You'll get a rise out of him, I promise you. But
200, he said he's been carrying 230. He trains it all the way down to 147. He could beat Spence.
Who might argue? But I know you got an opinion on the fight today. So let's talk about it.
Absolutely. I'm on Spence here. I can't believe he's an underdog, and I don't think he's going to be an underdog for much longer. They got on the scales yesterday. Like I said, we went to the weigh-in. I don't just go to the weigh-in to go to the event. I like to see what's going on there. And I know most of the people at the weigh-in are there just to be at the weigh-in. But I've been to a lot of weigh-ins in this, and not because I like to watch guys in their underwear, because I like to see the way the boxers look when they get onto the scale. Because see, the way that it works is that a guy that weighs 147 pounds at a weigh-in isn't a 147-pound man. He's a 180-pound man that's been wrapped in blankets and has been spitting into a cup for all night long and beyond that, and in garbage bags. And I wanted to see how Spence looked as far as being that dehydrated and that done, because he was clearly the bigger man at the weigh-in, much bigger than Crawford. Crawford came in 146 and a quarter. Spence 147 on the button. And I'll tell you, man, I'm telling you, it probably took everything he had to get to that on the button, which means right now, 6 hours, 12 hours after the weigh-in, he's probably up to 175 or better. I don't think Crawford's going to get that big. I think the thing about Crawford, which, I don't love as much as a lot of the other guys out there love. I know Crawford has the knockout power, but to me, more of a looping style punch, while Spence is more that inside, rock'em sock'em robot style. And I think for the guy that has the looper, it always takes just a split second longer to get there when you're fighting against a guy that's kind of an inside rock'em sock'em robot straightaway type puncher. I think Spence is going to be able to do some damage here. I think this people love the safe bet. I think the safe bet is Spence. I think the other bet is Spence by knockout. And I think the other bet is a draw, just in case it does go the distance and funny stuff happens at the boxing matches. So the draw is 14-1. Spence, you're getting plus money on. I bet it yesterday. It was plus 120. I saw this morning 115s and 114s. So it might be a little bit lighter now. It all depends on where you're going, but it's going to be a heck of a fight. I think what was really interesting at the weigh-in too is that Crawford, came out first for the weigh-in. He's posturing, he's dancing. I think he sung a song or something. I don't know. Jay will tell you. I have no idea if he was singing or if the music was playing and they were just showing him lip syncing. I don't know what the hell it was. I'd never really seen that before. And then when it came time for they stand on the scale. This is how the weigh-in goes. They stand on the scale. Then we have a fight, right? Everyone's made weight. The guys look at each other, they stare each other in the eyes side by side on there so you can see who's taller, who's bigger, all those things right next to each other. Clearly, Spence was way bigger than Crawford, a lot better. Crawford this guy's got, Jay called it a 12-pack. It might have been a 30-pack. This guy's just absolutely, he is in tip-top shape. But the thing is, he is the smaller guy. And, I think for all the things that Crawford wanted to do and all the stuff that he does to the other guys where he's dancing, he's singing, he's trying to whoop it up in the face. Spence's reaction was he stuck his hand out and shook his hand. That's what he did. He's just we're better than this, man. We're way better than this. And I'll tell you, the crowd was fairly mixed too, which I was surprised. But we're going Spence. And that's why we're going big. We're parlaying everything we're betting today with Spence, including the fading of Nonito Donaire.
I can't disagree. It's like you always say, you don't want to leave it in the hands of the judges because, like you said, funny stuff can tend to happen, especially in these in these big fights. But is there any other undercard? I know you said that the undercards are pretty good. Is there any fight on there that you were looking forward to in particular? Or?
Well, there's a fighter that everybody wants to see, and that's Pitbull Cruz, who's on the undercard. And this guy's just, he's just an absolute beast. He's unbettable at minus. I saw him anywhere between minus 600 and minus 800. So he's just one of those guys that you kind of want to see, but you don't. It's a little too much to bet. You might want to throw it in a parlay with the guy that's fighting Donaire and then Spence.
I think that actually sounds like a bad bet. I wonder if when
you know when it's the generic guy when you went to the weigh-in, you basically have been studying the fights. And you still call him the guy that's fighting generic because you're not really sure what his name is.
Yeah,
even though Wayne just said it too.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I struggle with that. I had to do a little bit of digging when we were talking about it on the drive through the other day.
I think the one thing that we saw yesterday at the weigh-in also was the electricity.
Yeah.
We waited. So the doors opened at 2:00 for the weigh-in. And the weigh-in was at 3, but they didn't actually even hit the scales until 3:45. But people started gathering to get into the weigh-in in 120-degree heat at 1:00.
Yeah.
And it was something.
I think I saw you guys live that someone fainted too.
Someone fainted right in front of us. We could have been on that footage if they showed that. Fainting. It was like 120 degrees. They wouldn't open the doors. That's how they got me on the $76 water bill when I walked in the door. Jay's like, I'm getting one of those $13 waters. It's like, yeah, I'm getting a lot of them.
Yeah, you need to in that heat. But
I swear my bill for when I walked in for the concession stand for waters was $76.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. Welcome to T-Mobile Arena.
Yeah, forget about your $400 coffees. He's just got to worry about $76 waters.
Yeah.
But Mitch on Aero Spence here. Do your line shopping. Like I said, the line's all over the place. But
what do you got in that range?
Yeah.
I do think that by the time the fight goes, I think it's going to be even money at worst, at best.
Yeah, so definitely make sure you hop on that while you can before the line really starts to move. But what do you got going on over at Pick Dogs today?
So far, I just have my $15 play-in. I've hit 6 of my last 7, 2 in a row on that one. The one loss was, I don't even remember what it was, thankfully, but I've hit my last 2 and 6 of my last 7. The one loss was a bad one. It was a really bad one. It's already forgotten. I haven't been putting in a lot of other packages, but I will today. I see a lot of games that I really like today. All my guys did not come through for me yesterday. I got to say, man, Gausman and Wheeler, you want to talk about getting off the hook, man. Both those guys totally got off the hook yesterday. Gausman leaves the bases loaded and nobody out, and the Angels score 0 runs. And then in the Pirates game against the Phillies, Andrew McCutcheon's got a clean shot to score, and they hold him at third base. I mean, he could have walked in. He could have walked, and that was the run they lost by. It was a really, really bad coaching job at third base coach. I'm going to guess he's going to get fired.
I mean, coach firing bad is one of our favorite levels of bad on the scale. But
well, I didn't like it yesterday because it cost me.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, you always want to be on the right side of it. But yeah, like Mitch said, definitely check out Pick Dogs Premium.
We'll try and do a short video live from the fight again. It's going to be an electric crowd, man. The weigh-in crowd was electric, and I think that the fight crowd, there's nothing more electric. So we'll see you then.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for coming on, Mitch. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Always love talking, Mitch. And I know we see each other every morning, but it's not often we get to talk one-on-one like that especially about a once in a generation fight like we have today with Spence and Crawford. But we'll move on today. We'll bring on David Racy. It's a pretty good matchup today in the afternoon. Dave, how's it going?
Not bad, Chris. How are you doing?
Doing all right. Trying to wrap my head around everything that I just took in about that fight tonight, and hopefully be able to put it to good use later on. But how you doing? How was your Friday?
Friday was good. I had a couple of brutal beats on the diamond, so we're looking to get past that. I can't for the life of me. I'm still trying to figure out how the over didn't hit in Texas, San Diego. They had a million scoring chances and just couldn't get it done. But we're going to bounce back today.
And, it takes those bad losses to really make you appreciate the good ones. But
yeah,
that's, you and I both know we both been on our fair share on the wrong end of those ones. We've also been on the right end of it too. So
exactly.
But you got a pretty good matchup to talk about today. Which one are you going to be on?
Yeah, so we got Yankees Orioles. We got battle in the old AL East, and I like the under in this game actually. I think we're going to see another low-scoring game. Yesterday's game was only 1-0 with the Orioles walking it off in the ninth. I don't think it'll be quite that low-scoring, but I still think we come in under the number here. The Yankees have just been so inconsistent offensively, and I know they have Judge back now. It's going to take him a little bit of time to get back into rhythm, I think. Yesterday, he did walk 3 times. The Orioles were very careful with him. They'll probably be careful with him again today. But the Yankees have scored 3 runs or fewer in 6 of their last 9 games. They're towards the bottom of all of baseball in hits and batting average, and they're 21st in runs scored this year. And it's not going to help today. They're going up against Tyler Wells for the Orioles. Kind of unknown name, but he's pitched very well this year. He's allowed 2 earned runs or fewer in 8 of his last 10 starts. His whip is under 1. He's been fantastic for the O's this year. When you look at Baltimore, they've been better offensively than the Yankees have, obviously, and they're leading the AL East. They've played great, but they've scored 3 runs or fewer in 4 of their last 7 games. And they're facing a solid pitcher in Clark Schmidt for the Yankees. He's been very serviceable this year. He's allowed 3 runs or fewer in 11 straight starts. That number is a little skewed because he doesn't go super deep into games. He usually only makes it about 5 innings. But that Yankees bullpen has been very, very good. I just think we see a low-scoring game here again. And it's funny, the AL East for years was that real high-scoring league. The offense is still there, but I like the under in this one today.
Yeah, I won't lie. I gave out the over in the video, but I did that video before that 1-0 debacle yesterday. I did not think that Grayson Rodriguez would have as great of a start as he did, but he's starting to live up to that prospect billing, and Garrett Cole settled down. I think my only concern when I originally did the video was that Tyler Wells has a history of giving up the long ball to the Yankees. 9 home runs in his last 4 head-to-head starts against New York. I know you mentioned Aaron Judge. Do you think even if it is going to take Aaron Judge a couple games to get back into form from the Aaron Judge that was playing fairly well before he got injured, do you think it's still going to give a morale boost to this Yankees team, and that it affects it, or are you just not a believer in that camp?
No, I do believe that will occur. I mean, this Yankees offense needs something, and I think they'll rally around him coming back. The fans will rally around it. I just think it's going to take a little bit for him to get back into his, dominant way of hitting. Plus, like we saw yesterday, the Orioles had 0 interest in pitching to the guy last night. So I think that probably happens again. And then with Tyler Wells, his last 2 starts, he's had some issues against the Dodgers and the Rays. So he does have good numbers this year. He was touched up a little bit in his last 2 starts, but in his last start against the Yankees, he did go 6 innings, only allowing 2 earned runs. But funny, those 2 earned runs were 2 home runs. So you are correct. The long ball is an issue against the Yankees.
Yeah, it only takes 1 start to rectify that. So, but maybe today will be that start. We got David here on the under 9 between the Yankees and the Orioles. What do you got going on over at Pick Dogs Premium today?
Yeah, so Pick Dogs Premium, I have 5 MLB premium plays. I have a couple different packages. You can check them all out over at Pick Dogs Premium. You can join me for the day, or if you're looking for better value, join me long term, pair me up with another capper. Either way, head on over to Pick Dogs Premium and join me or one of the other guys, and let's have a great Saturday. Like I said, it was a rough Friday for me, but we're going to bounce back today with a big day. It's kind of weird though today. It's only a few afternoon games and all night games, so kind of a strange Saturday layout today. But either way, it'll be a good baseball day.
Yeah, it was. I kind of had to do a double take when I saw that too. I saw a 3:07 game, 4:00 game, and then the rest of it was 7:00 and later. So
yeah, it's just so weird. I have no idea why they would do this.
I was trying to sort of play it out, see if maybe there was something going on, but it doesn't make sense because all the fights and stuff for tonight too, and the MLB isn't going to arrange everything around a UFC card and a boxing card. So
yeah, you'd think they would take advantage of these Saturdays, before football starts and baseball becomes an afterthought. But yeah, someone dropped the ball on the scheduling, or we just aren't smart enough to figure out why.
Yeah, and with my luck, it was someone on the Washington Nationals that dropped it. Anyways, Dave, appreciate you coming on. And like David said, this is the best time to hop on long-term. I think a lot of us have plays that we love. This is a loaded Saturday card, so definitely make sure that you jump on that daily package, and once you profit from that, long term is the way to go. You're going to maximize your value long term. Just maximize your investment, and definitely someone that you want to hop on with. David doesn't just cover baseball, does NBA, college hoops, and what else am I missing? NFL, college football. You do some NHL in there as well. You write over at Pick Dog, so you're like me. We know these teams inside and out. And we write about them all the time. So it's kind of something that we pride ourselves on.
Exactly. Yeah, pretty much every single sport, every team we're talking about at least once a week or once every 2 weeks. So
yeah, so definitely something you want to have in your back pocket. But Dave, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. We'll either see you tomorrow or we'll see you throughout the week on the drive-thru.
All right, sounds good. Good luck today.
You too. Take care. Dave Racy on the weekend show. Love having David on. We don't get to talk as much. We always kind of were like passing ships in the night when we were writing, on the same websites for a few years. But now we get to talk on the weekends too. I love it. But now we're bringing Brian Bittler. We talked to Brian. We saw each other yesterday. I didn't think we would see each other back-to-back days, but I'm all right with it. Brian, how's it going?
Oh, can't complain. Always love to be with Chris Ruffalo on the weekends. Definitely with all my friends here at pickdogs.com. I was expecting Romanelli next, so I was just getting ready to call him the junior sharp when I came on. But now I'm ready to go. I took my glasses off, and now I can see.
Well, we got Ron coming up after you. I wanted to give you a chance to set the table, but hey, you got me yesterday with the Tampa Bay Rays. Should have listened to you, man. But the Rays pulled it out late, so got to give you your credit on that one.
Oh, you know how it goes. Well, that was almost a coin flip game. I just thought with McClanahan pitched, we were getting a good price with Tampa Bay, who I think's due for a little bit of a hot run here in baseball. So you definitely want to keep your eye on it.
Yeah, for sure. But you got your eye on a pretty interesting matchup today. Another division matchup. What do you got going on the board today?
For me, if my free pick here, I'm going to roll with the Washington Nationals. I think it's the best free pick here for Saturday. We'll get super plus money here to fade one of the worst starting pitchers in baseball, Carlos Carrasco. He's gotten torched all season, 3-4 with a 5.82 ERA. 50 to 31 strikeout to walk ratio. Last start, very bad for Carrasco. He only made it 2 1/3 innings, giving up 10 hits and 5 runs. Patrick Corbin, though, definitely no Steve Carlton, but he did get hit around in his last start. But I think he's the lesser of two evils here today. Washington, if you aren't afraid of a little bit of juice, they've been excellent on the run line on the road, 34-17 on that +1.5. I think it will be safe with the Nationals here on the money line. Mets have been underachieving all season long. And now you got some big name guys apparently on the trading block. I can see this team not as motivated here as they should be. I'm going to take the Washington Nationals, the scrappy Washington Nationals here to pull out a W.
Yeah, I was having trouble with this game when I was doing the video for it, let alone actually trying to figure out if I wanted to bet this thing or not. Just because I think you hit the nail on the head. It's all about which Patrick Corbin are you going to see? Are you going to see the Corbin that was actually looking like a semi-capable pitcher in the midway part of the season, or the Patrick Corbin that looks at times like the Patrick Corbin that we used to make money by fading in the past? But did pitch well against the Mets earlier this season. 6 innings, 2-run ball in the win in Washington. So yeah,
I think if he can go 6 strong and give up 3 runs, I think the Nationals should be, even though they don't have the best offense at baseball. I think Carlos Carrasco definitely can cure some bad averages for the Nationals.
But I definitely can't agree with you. The Mets have been underachievers all year long. I mean, I know you've been probably following this, with your Phillies being in the NL East too. Are you thinking that everything's going to start to implode for the New York Mets? I mean, you got Max Scherzer a little bit ticked off that the Mets traded David Robertson. Justin Verlander. There's rumors swirling about him potentially going to like a team like San Francisco. What are your thoughts on that?
I just think the problem with the Phillies is there's just too many better teams in the National League. They got some pitching issues. I'd like to see the Phillies maybe pick up some more bullpen help. Definitely Bryce Harper. If he could catch fire along with some of his other batters, maybe we could make a big difference here. Make a charge for the wild card.
Yeah, absolutely. Philly's in a decent spot to get the wild card right now, so we'll have to see if they can hold on to it. But we got Brian here on the Washington Nationals on the money line. Brian, what do you got going on over at Pick Dogs Premium today?
For me, my best bet's always my titanium play. Yesterday I did drop it, but it was a 2-1 winning day as far as premium picks go. So make sure you head on over to pickdogs.com. Get my titanium play. 194, 149-1. That's a 56.39% hit rate on 345 $15 best bets. Also today, my National League total of the year goes off, $30 at pickdogs.com, or get all three of my best bets in my Super Sharp Saturday 3-pack, $50, guaranteed to turn a profit or a credit return. Also, Christmas in July. You only got a few more days to get in on it. July 29th today. So what, two days to get in on this? My year pass is just $999. Use code PICK at checkout, get 15% off. That gets that down to $750, a price you're going to want to get in on college football, NFL. Very good to me last season. So make sure you guys take advantage of Christmas in July.
Yeah, definitely. It's what you're going to hear me probably say a lot today. With the rest of the cap, it's Christmas in July, the best time to take advantage of these long-term passes, especially the yearly pass. I mean, you get plays from Brian, basically becomes almost less than $1, even pennies per pick. I mean, with how much we churn out, every sport, baseball, basketball, both pro and college football, NHL. Brian said yesterday dabbles into the WNBA a little bit as well. So you're getting the most maximum value when you get those long-term passes. So take today, use those profits from winning day today, and carry that over into a long-term pass. But Brian, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow, and if not, we'll see you on the drive-through throughout the week.
I would have loved to make it tomorrow, but I'll be on the road. But I'll be seeing you on the drive-through, maybe next weekend as well. So you definitely have a good week, and I'll catch you on the flip side.
All right, we'll see you later, Brian. Brian Bittler on the weekend show. Like I said, didn't think I'd see Brian in back-to-back days after not being on the air together in a few months. But hey, love having Brian on. But we'll bring in next Ron Romanelli. Had a great day yesterday. Ron, how's it going?
Howdy, Chris. How are you?
I am doing all right. Looking forward to the day's action. Got a great UFC card tonight, as well as the boxing, and said lots of baseball. How about you? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm not much of a boxing or UFC guy, but hearing you guys talk about this boxing match, I may have to turn it on tonight. So I know Mitch and Jay are gonna have a great time there, and maybe I'll have to put a little wager to make it interesting for me.
Yeah, I think that's always the best way to make it interesting. Give yourself a little bit of something to look forward to, is having a wager on it. And this is a game I think you're going to be talking about today. I think I had to put a little bit of wager on to keep it interesting throughout this whole series. But which one are you going to talk about today?
Yeah, I'm going to the Twins and Royals game. It's not easy taking these Royals, but I took them on the money line yesterday, and it was exactly what you expected. The Royals had a lead basically the whole way. I mean, the Twins struck first, but the Royals had the lead going into the late innings, and of course, in typical Royals fashion, Scott Barlow gives up the game-tying RBI double to Jorge Polanco, and 2 outs, 1 strike. It was basically just so close yet so far for the Royals, but they found a way. Bobby Witt had a really good game in that one, hit a grand slam to win it, and they won 8-5. I think they win this game as well. Bailey Ober, he's a great pitcher, and he throws a lot of strikes. He doesn't walk a lot of batters. He hasn't walked a single guy in 2 straight games. But sometimes when he throws a lot of strikes, those strikes go right down the heart of the plate. He doesn't have amazing stuff. His fastball's not overwhelming. So I do worry about that. When you look recently, he's given up 3 home runs his last 2 starts against the White Sox and the Mariners. And the Royals, believe it or not, even though this team has been miserable all season in the offense department as well, they do make a lot of sharp contact. They're actually top 10 in baseball in both average exit velocity and hard hit percentage as a team this season, amongst some of the best teams in baseball like the Braves and Dodgers. So, they do make a lot of sharp contact. The lineup's getting healthier. We see guys like Perez, Witt, Nick Prado, Michael Garcia starting to be everyday names in this lineup. And it's helping the Royals, I think, offensively overall. Their strikeout rate's going down. We saw Witt have an amazing game yesterday. I think they're able to get the Bailey over here in this ball game. And Jordan Lyles, he has been one of the least profitable pitchers in baseball this year. But I mentioned in the rundown, I think objectively he is pitching better right now than he was at the beginning of the season. I mean, in the month of July, having his best month so far, 16 innings at 3.38 ERA. He's kept the walks to a minimum, only 2 walks in his last 16 innings. So, even though we saw him in the Yankee game give up those 4 runs in the first inning, after he struggled in that first inning, he settled down nicely, gave the Royals 4 innings of 1-run ball. I think he bounces back here, pitches pretty well at home, and I think he gives the Royals a really good shot to win this ball game. And even though the Royals bullpen is really tough to watch, like we saw last night, when you're getting plus 160, plus 165 in certain books, I think it's worth a shot. So give me Kansas City on the money line. You can take the run line if you want, but I don't really like taking the negative odds when you're getting those 1.5 runs. So I'll just go for the big payer.
Yeah, definitely. An interesting game after the walk-off grand slam last night from Bobby Witt. I'll play devil's advocate. I think the only concern that I have whenever I see Jordan Lyles, because I agree with you, what you're usually going to see, plus money when you see a guy with a 1-17 team record. But the thing for me is that with Jordan Lyles, and I've said this in my videos whenever I have to talk about Lyles, is that it just seems like it's always been something. Like he can just never have something go right for him. Like he had to win. He had to win against Tampa Bay, which credit to him for pitching well against what was the best home team in baseball at the time. But then you look at against starts like Cleveland, can throw 6 innings of 1-run ball. Somehow the bullpen lets it get away and they lose that game 6-1. Throws 5 innings of 2-run ball against the actually might have been 5. No, sorry, I lie. 5 shutout innings against the Detroit Tigers. Kansas City's up 2-0, and they give up a 3-run bomb in the 8th inning, and then all of a sudden lose that game 3-2. So I don't know. That's just my concern for Jordan Lyles. It just always feels like the guy can't catch a break.
Yeah, and I agree. When the Royals, they find ways to lose, similar to the Oakland A's and the Chicago White Sox this year. I think this play is more so. I think the Twins are overvalued with Ober more than the Royals are. A great team. I think that when you look at Minnesota, they're 3 games below 500 on the road this year. We saw them lose yesterday. I do think Bailey Ober's a little bit overvalued when you look at expected numbers, his xFIP and his expected ERA. So because of that, I just don't see how you can get there with -190, -200 on the road on the money line, even though you're leading the division and these are important games. The Royals are certainly wanting to play spoiler, and I do think Lyles is still a little bit undervalued. I think he's a little bit better than his current record and ERA at that 1-12, 6.19. So that's where I'm getting there. This is just based on value. I'm not saying the Royals are going to win this game every day, but at +160, I'm not sure the exact implied odds, but I think it's less than 40% of the time you need to win this game for it to be profitable. So I think it's worth a shot.
All right, we got Ron here on the Kansas City Royals on the money line. Ron, what do you got going on over at Pick Dogs Premium today?
Yeah, we had one of our best days of the baseball season last night, and 4-0 day with all 4 plus money plays, including those Kansas City Royals. So plus 495. We're looking to do some damage again today. I've got 2 plays. One was my MLB Slugger. The other one's my Ron's Rundown $19 best bet. And like Brian mentioned, my friend, it's Christmas in July sale. Really good opportunity. We had a winning year in college football, the NFL, the NBA, college basketball. We're heating up in baseball. You get all those plays for the year at a really good price. So check that out. You only got a couple days left. And, of course, the other long-term plans as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna sound like a broken record. People are probably gonna be booing me off the stage by the time the show is over. But yeah, Christmas in July, a great thing that you got to take advantage of. Obviously only happens once a year and for a very, very short time. And this is just a great time to maximize the value. I mean, I can tell you firsthand, Ron covers everything. And that's not just because he does the rundowns for the at the bank shop breakdown during college basketball season. It's just because it's what he does. And it's what we all do. So it's the best way to get the most bang for your buck for sure. It makes the plays pennies per pick. And it's a great way to get the most out of your investment, to say the least. But Ron, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. Keep crushing it. And I know I probably won't be seeing you tomorrow, but we'll see you throughout the week. We'll see you on those rundown videos as well.
Yep. Enjoy the fight, everybody. I might have to tune in, and good luck, Chris.
Good luck, Ron. Take care. Got Ron Romanelli. Love having Ron on. And like you said, he absolutely crushed it yesterday. So hopefully we'll be able to keep that going into today. But we'll bring in Rod Zawacki next. Got more baseball to talk about. Rod, how's it going? Oh. There we go.
My bad.
No,
I was used to yesterday where you had control of the mute button.
That's all right.
I didn't have to worry about checking the mute button, but my bad. There we go. Now we're in a
sorry. Unfortunately, I had to make you do some work on Saturday.
Yeah,
sorry about that.
Got too comfy yesterday with you and the mute button.
Yeah, you just had to kick your feet up yesterday. Let me take control. But today, now I gotta have some interaction. I gotta get some help on the other side. How are you doing?
Doing good. Better than Hamilton. I don't know what they were thinking yesterday. If you watched the end of that game yesterday, I don't know. They had the win. Why would you put Bo Levi Mitchell back out there to run just the clock play? And why don't you just take a knee? Like, I don't know what he was doing. I don't even know why he was deciding he should run. I'm going to try to play quarterback sneak this way. What?
Yeah.
And they got rolled on. And then that looks like they had to carry him off the field. So as quick as Bo Levi got back in suited up for Hamilton, I'm going to say he's done for the year.
Yep, that's pretty much the Timbers and Tiger Cats in a nutshell. I'll tell you that much. And I'll tell you, there are people around the stadium when we were walking around last night that were saying the same thing. They were walking. There was a soccer game nearby, but they were saying that they were reading stuff on their phones and stuff, seeing the Levi Mitchell was down again. It was like, you got to be kidding. I think I have heard the words "not again" more last night than I have in the last 6 months.
It was right.
Yeah.
It just made no sense. Why we thought? Why would you put him in there?
Why would you put it in there? A question that I've been asked. Never mind. I was going to say if I had a nickel for every time I'd heard that, but I'm not going to go there. Guys, well, what do you got going on or what do you got going on for us for today on the morning show?
We're going to head on back to the same game we were talking about yesterday with the Cubs and the Cardinals. Definitely didn't get over for us yesterday. It finished 3-2. But we're looking at today's matchup, and you know what? I think I kind of like the over again today. But we're going to go with the Cubs again. I'm not getting in front of this hot Cubs train that's been rolling right along. Winners of 7 straight, and been scoring runs too, and getting these wins. Jameis Tyone gets a start for the Cubs here, and you know what? He's pitching pretty good his last 3 starts. He started the year, he looked awful in the first start against the Cardinals and gave up a few runs, and now only went 2.2 innings in the first meeting against the Cardinals. Last time we seen them, went a little better, went almost 5.5 innings, and gave up a couple runs there. And you look over his last 3, he's definitely been improving as he went along. 2-0 with a 1.86 ERA and a 0.98 WHIP. Well, on the other side, you got our buddy Montgomery getting the start here for or Wainwright getting the start here for the Cardinals. My bad, sorry. And he's been just a dumpster fire, just awful as Wainwright. I know his return from his injury and his soreness, he looked a little better last time out. Do we think he's that giantly improved? Nah, I don't think either of these starters equate to who's going to get the win in this game, as they've both been shaky at times and giving up runs. So I think it comes down to the bashing of the bats. And you look at this Cubs bats, they've just been crushing right-handed pitching in the last 10, batting .355 and averaging 9.4 runs a game over the last 10 versus right-handers. I think Wainwright's in for a tough game here. I do think the Cardinals get a few runs off of Talion as well. This could be a high-scoring slugfest, but this Cubs offense is just rolling too much. We're going to go with the Cubs here at this coin flip price.
Yeah, if you told me earlier on this season I'd be taking Jameis and Tyone in a road game against the Cardinals, I probably would have thought you were crazy, but I'd also have thought you were crazy if you would think I'd be laying this kind of price with Adam Wainwright, and that's just something that I just don't do. So I'm with Rod here. I know the Cubs can't win every single game the rest of the way, but you might as well keep riding the hot hand while it's still paying off, and as long as you're still getting these kinds of prices. And you know, Rob, we talked about yesterday, you know, how it just felt like the Cardinals are in denial, how they really don't look like they're a team that's going to be really making any moves. And then as soon as we say that, there's rumblings that Nolan Arenado could get shipped to the Dodgers if he waives his no trade clause. But again, could it be the Dodgers, the rich getting richer with the Dodgers? Or, I mean, I don't know. I just don't have any words for the Cardinals right now. I don't know what to say about this team.
This Cardinals team is just, we've called them a dumpster fire. We've had many different words for the Cardinals team this year. And you know what? I think they're definitely in the grave now and covering themselves over. It's time to sell it. They're going to sell everything off. They're going to keep the hot dog machine because maybe Phil Kessel's coming around in the area because he's definitely looking for a new home to go to. Rumblings he might come back to Toronto. So
I don't want him.
No, nobody wants. Yeah, he had to come back to Toronto with the cup though. But
he can take the hot dog machine in Pittsburgh all he wants. I don't care how he can, or Arizona. I'll let him have it. But we got Rod here on the Chicago Cubs on the money line. Rod, what do you got going on over at Pick Dogs Premium today?
And over at Pick Dogs Premium today, I've got 4 plays I absolutely love, including my 10-star play of the day. Been rolling with it. We hit it yesterday with the St. Louis or Seattle beating on Arizona in that one. 39-21, the last 60 of it. So hitting at 65%. Head on over, scoop it up. It's available singly or it's that time of year, as we said, it's Christmas in July. Sounding like we're beating the dead horse, but hey, it's that time of year. You want to jump aboard, grab that Christmas in July package. Use the promo code PICK at checkout, save 15% off. And as we said, pennies a play. It turns out to be joining for the year, and let's kick the bookies' butt.
Yeah, I know Brian threw out the number 750 a little bit earlier. I think it's actually 850 when you throw in that 15% off, but still a great value. Like Rod said, it's these yearly passes, for some of the cappers start around $1,299, $1,300. So to get it for $1,000, even if you take that 15% off, it's even adding to the value that you're already getting with Christmas in July. And we talked about it yesterday. Rod, and I, we've talked about this before. We cover pretty much everything: college football, NFL, basketball, both pro and college, NHL, MLB. I know Rod's even throwing a couple WNBA in there as well. So you're getting the most bang for your buck. There's no way around it. But if that's not something that you're in for, at least check out the daily passes. Once you profit with those, definitely hop on something long term, because it's just the best way to go. It's just the way that makes the most sense to stretch out your dollar here at Pick Dogs. But Rod, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow, and if not, we'll see you on the drive-through throughout the week.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for having me. Quickly, I'm just going to go quickly. It'll take me like 30 seconds. I'm going to tell you what's going on in the CFL. Take the Saskatchewan Rough Riders today. The Boatmen, Toronto, yeah, they are undefeated. They are perfect against the spread, but you know what? This spread is way too high. You look at the last 10 games, the last 10 meetings, there's never been a Toronto win by 10 or more points in this one. And that's dating back all the way back to like 2017. The books definitely disrespected Saskatchewan this one. Take Saskatchewan plus the points. And guess what? The Elks are at home, and they stink. They lost 20 straight, haven't covered nothing at home. Guess what? We're setting the record. Take the BC Lions. Lay the points. They win by 10 plus today. So take the dog in the first game. Saskatchewan plus the points. Take the BC Lions. Lay the points as they Elks set a record at home.
Well, there you have it. CFL coverage on the weekend show as well. But Rod, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. We'll see you later in the week.
Definitely. Have yourself a good night, and might catch you more if you're around. So maybe we'll see you. Good luck with all your bets today.
Take it easy, Rod. Good luck. Rod's a wacky on the weekend show. It's just like old times. Rod and I getting back together. But I got a few more cappers to talk to, but we'll bring in Jay Briggs. He's been waiting in the green room long enough. I know he's got stuff to do this afternoon in Vegas. So, Jay, what's going on?
Nothing much, man. It's fight day. I'm in Vegas. I'm super excited, man. It should be a lot of fun today. So, and I'm betting ready to make some money, man. Hey, what's up, Chris? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I know I got the notice that you're waiting on an IV drip to come and take care of you. You got the oxygen bar appointment set up too, and there's lots of recovery in the afternoon for Jay Briggs. They heard he had quite the evening in Las Vegas in his first trip out to Vegas, and I heard. So what? Did you come out ahead in day one, or did you fall a little bit behind, or what?
I fell a little behind yesterday. It was kind of sad. I was having a good day, man. I was, and then I kind of gave it back at the end. But I have another 24 hours in Vegas, and a lot can happen in 24 hours.
I wish I knew how to respond to that. All I'm going to say is they call it the city lost. They don't call it the city lost wages for nothing. But anyways, we got you in for some Major League Baseball today. What do you got on the board for us?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I'm going to the team that I keep saying is probably the hottest team in baseball right now, and I don't think they're given the respect they deserve. Give me the Boston Red Sox on the money line in this spot today. Man, coming into the All-Star break, this team was red hot. Coming out of it, they were hot. They stumbled a little bit against the A's, but other than that, man, they have been playing lights-out baseball. I think they stack another win today over these Giants, who are the opposite of the Red Sox, a team that has really struggled coming out of the All-Star break, man. I continue to bring it up, Chris. You on the morning show with me now, so you hear me say it. The turning point for me on this Giants team was when they went and got swept by the Nationals. When you get swept by the Nationals, a team that hasn't swept anybody in 3 to 4 years, that kind of lets me know what your drift is. Yeah, we understand this Giants team can bounce back and probably will bounce back here pretty soon. They kind of did with 2 games against Oakland, but you should beat Oakland in the 2-game series. I'm gonna keep fading the Giants until they decide to wake up. Short, sweet, and simple for me. I think that James Paxton is the much better starter on the mound. Not really sure how long Ryan Walker is going to go. He's usually just like an opener, but I think Paxton goes pretty deep in this one. I think the Red Sox bats continue to show up like they have been, and I think the Red Sox stack yet another win, man. So I'm the Red Sox money line here in this spot.
Yeah, I think that's the only way to go in this game. I mean, it's the irony of it is that the Giants used to be earlier on the season where they would just absolutely crush teams just with an electric bullpen, use that bullpen game to perfection, kind of like the Rays did when the Rays were the first team to really implement it regularly in the rotation. But now you've got a Boston Red Sox team that's playing the better baseball that also has a better bullpen ERA since the All-Star break. And the Giants struggling against left-handed pitching, 28th in isolated power, 20th in team OPS against lefties since the break. So I can't disagree with any of that. I think the White Sox one of the better values on the board today for sure.
Yes, sir. I'm rolling with the Red Sox in this spot. I think they keep it rolling.
Absolutely. But Jay, what do you got going on over at Pick Dogs Premium today?
Yes, sir. I got my $19 play of the day. We've hit 10 of 16, I want to say, on that play. So trying to keep the momentum rolling. So $19 gets you that play. I'm on Spence in the fight. I'm not selling it, man. I'm going with the hometown hero, though. The building's going to be an absolute electric, and I think he gets it done today, man. Stops Crawford. So it's another free play for the folks, man. That's what I got going on. I will have a few more plays here in baseball in a minute as well to put in a 3-pack. So, or like everybody else that I know sound like a broken record, man, but Christmas in July, scoop up my yearly package for the lowest price it'll be all year. You get all my plays from the 29th of July to the 29th of July next year, man. That's every sport in between, college, professional, all of it, man. Scoop it up, Pick Dogs Premium.
You don't have to listen to the broken record for too many more cappers, but we'll just keep saying it. Christmas in July.
Quickly, let me tell y'all a story. So,
right.
Walking the strip last night.
Oh, boy.
The Royals gave up the lead in the fourth. Me and Mitch are standing at the sports book, and the Royals give up the lead in the bottom of the – was it the top of the ninth? It was the top of the ninth. They were winning like 2-4, 4-4. Mitch looks at me and goes, those damn Royals, because I'm getting at him. So then some time passed. We're walking down the strip, and he looks at me and goes, the Royals are going to win this game, and they're still going to cover my run line. This was during overtime extras. I'm like, nah, I don't see it, man. I just don't think it's going to happen. I don't know. Bases get loaded, and what's the guy for the Royals?
Bobby Witt Jr.
Bobby Witt Jr. comes up, and Mitch goes, This is where your story is made. This is the guy. That you know how he goes. This is their guy. If anybody's gonna do it, he's gonna do it. Yeah, sure enough. I guess it was the Vegas vibes. I guess it was the Vegas air. But Mitch told me he was gonna hit that home run. And the Royals were gonna cover that run line, and sure enough, the Royals covered that run line. It was just a little Vegas magic there from Mitch. I've seen some other stuff. Mitch got some tricks up his sleeve, man. I've had a lot of fun out here with him, man. It's been a good time.
I'm telling you, Vegas is like a magnet for the mojo, for the vibes whenever you're out there, man. I'll tell you, it's a good place to be in. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, Christmas in July, the way to go. Stretch out your dollar. Jay's been crushing MLB, so definitely make sure it's something that you jump on, take advantage of, and yeah, let's make you some money over the year. Jay's going to cover NBA as heavy as anyone else will out there, not just on Pick Dogs, but anyone else out there on YouTube in general with that jam session. And doesn't cover just that. Covers the NFL, college hoops, college football. Just basically assume that you're going to see the Dallas Cowboys there every week. But outside of that, you'll get plenty of other picks from Jay, I'm sure. But anyways, Jay, thanks for coming on. Enjoy the rest of your trip. Enjoy the fight tonight, and we'll see you on either tomorrow or we'll see you on Monday morning on the morning show.
Yeah, probably Monday morning. I travel back tomorrow morning, so I probably won't be able to make it on. But definitely see y'all Monday morning and throughout the week on the drive-through as well.
Absolutely. All right, Jay, enjoy.
All right, man.
Got Jay Briggs on the morning show on location from Vegas, but only a couple more cappers here and a couple more people to chat with. And I'll drop this in there quickly. Only at 45 likes, we got 252 people watching right now. So if we can get to 125 likes, I'll give you guys a 3-leg home run pop parlay. I throw that out there. Something I kind of was digging through last night, and something I found that I really like. So make you some plus money. We're sprinkling a couple bucks on if that's something that you're into. But we'll bring on Big Al McMorty and talk with Big Al for a little bit. Al, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm
jealous of those guys. We should be out in Vegas.
You know what? We will plan something. I promise you that. As soon as we figure out time and we can figure out dates, I am down to go and have a weekend with you in Vegas, Big Al. I can promise you that.
Sounds good.
But how was Friday for you? How's the week been for you?
Friday I was 1-1. I had